Welcome to the White Spring Bunker. These halls were built to safeguard some of the most prestigious members of the United States government. We are MODUS, and we are always looking for men and women capable of helping us restore what has been lost. In return, we offer this, a new enclave and our refuge from the world above. Please, take your time and look around. The Colonel has made great strides restoring this place to its former glory. Welcome, member, to our little enclave.
Greetings, members. As always, I am the Operative, your designated tour guide and host here at the White Spring. Those we lost during the Battle of the Bog have been honored with their own memorial in the Ash Rose Garden, and during the long winter of 2104, the new enclave slowly rebuilt and reorganized, knowing they would find a much more complicated Appalachia when the snows finally melted. The new year has brought new factions into the region,
Blah, 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 blah.
left by the defeat of the Scorchbeast Queen. The Die-Hard's Raider Gang now occupies the old crashed space station in the north, while settlers from beyond the mountains have made the Spruce Knob campground their home, dubbing it Foundation. The Blood Eagle Raider Gang outposts and Mothman cultist compounds dot the landscape, and areas once considered safe are no longer. As the Colonel prepares to lead once again, she must deal with the scars of the past.
Check.
Upon her return from the bog, she went to speak to MODUS. The contents of their conversation have been classified.
Why is
Until
it
now.
such a lag?
Colonel, it is a pleasure to see you again, and congratulations are in order. Operation Beowulf was a success.
MODUS, I'm here to offer my resignation.
Colonel, that is unexpected and unacceptable. Explain.
We won, but the cost was too high. I made so many mistakes. I thought the Scorched were just animals. I underestimated them. And our people died. I'm not fit to lead them now. Maybe I never was.
You would be incorrect in your assumption, Colonel. Based on our calculations, you achieved a measure of success, a magnitude higher than we expected. The losses, while regrettable, were necessary for the continuance of our plans.
Regrettable?
Yeah, it's taking a long
I
time.
should have done better. How can I look at them, command them, knowing what I did?
You have our sympathy, Colonel. However, the future of Appalachia and our little enclave requires sacrifice. You have shown a willingness to do what is necessary, and our faith in you is undiminished. In fact, while you were away, we were able to gain access to the automated promotion system located here in the bunker. It was once used by President Eckhart to advance his goals. Based on your performance, we have granted you an official promotion to full colonel of the new enclave. We hope you will take this as another sign of our faith in your abilities. You have shown great promise, Colonel. With the influx of newcomers, our plans must change. Our members require leadership and reorganization in the face of our losses. You have taken the first step to a new future. Your request for removal is denied.
MODUS, I need some time. I'm tired. So tired. And I need to go see the families.
Yes, Colonel. We will await your orders.
Thank you, MODUS.
Damn it, Drew!
Activate Stein 05 protocol.
What the fuck? Where am I stuck? Come on. Now my audio don't work. Almost every single time I fucking come on here, there's something else going on. Oh my god. What is the problem?
Who's the best little liberator? You are? Now, roll over. Good boy.
Well, that has to be one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Alright.
Don't make me sick, little spike here on ya.
Whoa! I'm just a newcomer to Appalachia, and a concerned citizen. Heard your broadcast, Rose.
Fuck. Is that the fucking game volume? What is that noise? Jesus, it was the fucking game volume. Why is it so fucking loud? And why is it sounding like that? I can't hear me, but I can hear this everything fucking else loud as fuck. Fuck off. Can you hear me now? Hello, check. Hello, check. Oh, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. I can hardly hear me. I can hardly fucking hear me. Check, check, check. 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 Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? The louder I turn up my fucking volume on this computer, the more it fucking censors the volume and makes it lower. So the lower I go, the louder it gets. What a dick. Oh, because Microsoft doesn't want you to play, too loud. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, see, I turned it up and the volume went down. Sick of this fucking bullshit. Fuck you, Microsoft. I fucking hate them. I hope that's not too loud. Alright, whatever, I'm gonna go with for it. I'm tired of this fucking, every time I play any fucking game, I gotta fuck around with this shit, because fuck. Oh, the game won't capture. Oh. What is all this wind noise? What the fuck? Like, why does it sound like there's a fucking tornado going on in the game? What's I say here? Oh, effects. Da 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 da. Ditching and complaining, yelling at random stuff. Like I said, I was gonna do. I don't see any leaves blowing. I don't see. So why is it? Oh, let's fucking. What do we got going here? Watoga Raider Arena. That one's kind of a pain in the ass, depending on who the enemies are. Freezing touch. I can deal with that. Piercing gaze. Who's the enemy, though? Please don't tell me they're fucking cultists. Scorched. Easy enough. Where is this guy? I just invited him. Okay, Savage Rue, where are you, brah? Savage Rue. Savage Rue. Where's Savage Rue? Okay. Okay, Savage Rue. If you don't come now. You declined, you motherfucker. Really? Really? He fucking declined me. Is he on another team? What a bag of douche. Why would he do that? Well, maybe... No, I take that back. Maybe he's doing something important. I take that back. Sorry I said that. No. He's, Oh, well. I'm a little bit of a reactionary. Never mind. I'll just go with us three. Let's go for it, guys. Sorry, Savage Rue. Totally understand. I did come to this fucking server just to ask him to invite him to the game, but whatevers. Not load bearing. What the fuck? Fuck off. Not load bearing. Fuck. Okay, Savage Rue. Oh no. I need to get rid of all this ammo. Come on, dudes. Come on, dudes. Come on, dudes. What are you waiting for? Come on, dudes. Come on. This is why we're playing. Is there enough? I mean, what is... Load bearing sucks, so they're not there. Oh, this dude's at the... He just came... He's at his camp. Where are they at? They're at a... What's this one? Load bearing sucks. I ain't playing that one. So far tonight is a fail. Got one guy over here that's hanging out at his fucking camp. Now we got 4 people on the team. So far, not so good. Good shit. 10,000. That didn't even fuck them up. Where's site alpha even? I didn't even fucking know. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. Okay. Definitely don't need all this noise. Here you go, lass. I got some. How am I gaining? Punch here, somebody. My vampire, this thing is working out good suddenly. I don't know what's going on. Scorcher, like, fucking terrible. That sucks, dude. Let's go, guys. There's plenty of us. What does she got? She got a. Oh. What kind of lathe? What's this? That's weird. What are we looking for here? guy. Alien blaster round. Fusion cell. Ultrasight. A kernel noticed. Why can I not hear the fucking podcast now? Dude, every day I play this thing, it's some other bullshit that the fucking game changes on its own. Why can I... Dude, I have shit working and then this motherfucker comes over and fucks with my shit. You know, it's like, dude, you're supposed to fix my computer, not fuck it up. Fuck, man. Told him I had problems with the volume, and then he just... I don't know what volume you changed, bro. I mean, I like the guy, but... Fuck. Why is this... Like, don't fuck with my shit, dude. Now I'm not a computer guy, but I gotta turn into one because other people fuck with my shit. Yeah, that's great. I can't hear the podcast on my fucking... Now I can't even hear. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Ready. I know you learned your lessons from your last mission, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Have your team in operations for a full brief at 1900. And congratulations on your assignment.
The colonel shook Cindy's hand and saluted.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I won't disappoint you.
Cindy returned the salute and nearly skipped back into the training room to inform her team of the upcoming mission. Valeria smirked and turned, only to run almost face first into Major Lilith.
She's too funny.
And you're an incredibly bad influence, Lil.
What did I do? She came to me last week.
Sorry
and
for
asked some
complaining.
combat tips.
No one was here.
How could I possibly say no?
I'm not worried about the combat tips, Lilith. But we already have one insubordinate rabble-rouser around here.
I have no idea who you might be talking about, Robo-Val.
Valeria's eyes turned cold.
It's not funny games, Lilith. I'm
It's not
deadly
fun and
serious.
games, Lilith.
While I expect that you'll help the lieutenant, I also expect that you'll maintain appropriate discipline.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I get it, Val. And I'm sorry. She came to me for help. She was feeling overwhelmed and didn't want to disappoint you. So, I gave her some pointers.
The colonel's face softened.
Lil, it's an even more dangerous world out there. We're on our back foot trying to deal with these newcomers, and I need everyone focused. I'm sending you up to Crater to see what you can find out about their intentions. Make friends, and please try not to eat anyone.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
do my best, Val, but no promises.
Lilith chuckled. Getting in with the Raiders would be ridiculously easy. It had probably helped that she'd looked and acted the part anyway. Lilith headed back to the residential wing to collect her gear.
Fucking annoying.
As the
Fuck.
colonel watched her go, she felt a sense of nagging hesitancy. Lilith was, by far, her most lethal asset. But there was still the matter of her father's research. Valeria suspected that Lilith had uncovered far more
Sorry,
information
Val.
than she'd let on.
No
Colonel.
promises.
Colonel.
An orderly shouted from down the hall, jogging towards her. She was so focused on getting to her that she missed the Protectron turning the corner on its normal patrol duty. Valeria winced as the orderly tripped over the Protectron's legs and fell to the floor at her feet. She quickly
Okay.
picked herself up and
I
dusted
think
off
that's
her
good
uniform,
enough.
apologizing profusely the entire time. Valeria just looked at her with an icy glare.
Sorry, Colonel. You're needed back in operations. Something about an intercepted broadcast.
Another one? I told Ops to log them, and I or MODUS would review. What's
Alright,
the
that's
urgency?
Good enough.
With
Okay.
all of the increased activity in
Burnt
Appalachia,
down on
the signal
fucking
intercept team was working overtime, processing all of the new radio transmissions. The vast majority of them were mundane, and she just didn't have time or the desire to deal with
Fuck.
them. Instead, she left it to MODUS to sort through and present anything of value on their daily briefings.
Well, ma'am, MODUS wasn't too specific, but he said it was regarding
How
Vault
do I
76.
change the...
More
which
than
argues
that,
right now?
it was
How do I
Colonel's eyes
change?
only.
'Cause he knows
The
that.
orderly handed over the sealed
How do I
printout.
change
Valeria pulled out a small knife from her
the
pouch
type
and
of
cut through the new Enclave seal.
group
Unfolding
that
the
I
paper,
have?
Valeria saw that it was a transcription of the intercepted transmission. What she wasn't expecting was the source of the message,
How do
the
I change
overseer
my
of Vault
group?
76. The colonel calmly refolded the paper and looked at the
This to
orderly.
that.
Does anyone else know
I've seen
about
him
this
do
message?
it. I've seen other people
No,
do it.
ma'am. It was part
How'd
of
I
our
do it?
automated intercept program and was flagged. Before we got the transcript, MODUS had already flagged it based on keyword detection. Why?
Just get back to Ops.
We're
Tell them to get the
72,
secure
man.
briefing room prepped and notify MODUS that I'll be along
72.
presently. I need to get something.
Valeria brushed past the orderly and walked back in
Oh,
the direction of her
72's gone.
quarters.
That's maybe he's quitting the game
overseer?
already because he's in
So
Australia.
she didn't die at the mountain bed and breakfast.
Australia.
after all.
As part of
He
normal
was
new
already
Enclave
finished here,
operations
that's
over
why
the
he
past
wanted
year,
to
her
join.
teams had come
Probably
across a
higher.
series of holotapes left by the overseer of Vault 76,
Australia.
detailing her own journeys across Appalachia.
Australia.
She laid out Vault-Tech's plan to secure the nuclear missile silos, and had been directly responsible for
forgetting,
leading many
the-
former Vault 76 residents to the bunker, for both
So,
good and bad, to
I
secure the
wanna
codes
go
for the
join.
nukes.
Join this
Valeria
guy.
frowned. She spent months cleaning up that particular mess. Nuke codes and the means to use them had spread far and wide across the region. Getting them back, or at least keeping them
What do
out
I
of the
wanna do
hands
now?
of trigger-happy
There's nothing
former
left to do.
76 residents was a full-time job on its
Sell
own.
some let's sell some
She
shit.
dedicated a few key operatives to
Let's go
keep an
sell
eye
some
out for the Stratcom
Why not?
Vertibot convoys,
Sell some shit
which
here.
still overflew the region, and tried to keep the
Talk
silos
to
secure,
Mark.
but nothing was ever 100%. She remembered the last time she saw the overseer, on the night before Reclamation Day. There had been a lot of happy crying at the party, which
Mark.
disgusted Valeria. The other residents seemed to worship her as some kind of idol. Her parents had told her the truth about the overseer. Of course, the hypocrisy she represented and the propaganda she had brainwashed the other residents with. Upon reaching her quarters, Valeria swiped her keycard and walked through to her bedroom. Kneeling down, Valeria flipped a switch on her nightstand. There was a soft click, and a section of floor rolled away to expose a safe. It had been an addition the colonel had MODUS construct for the most sensitive materials. She typed in the key
And
code
my
and opened
screen
the
isn't
safe.
totally looked the
Inside, under a stack
whole
of
thing, was
personnel
it?
files and the Flatwoods report, was a small briefcase.
Why is it
Valeria laid it
fucking
on her
like
bed and
that?
opened it. Inside were a series of holotapes, each one recorded by the overseer.
Oh my
collected
God,
by
so
her team
annoying.
on locations all over Appalachia. Valeria took out the final one and put it into the terminal next to her bed.
So basically, you gotta fuck with it every game. You gotta, every single game you play, you gotta fuck with the volume. You gotta fuck with the screen capture.
End of that particular loose thread.
And then you change it for one. You gotta go and fuck with the volume and the screen capture for every single one.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Let's try to get.
I don't like that.
Trying to focus, but the pain is unreal. So bad.
I don't think other people do that.
I wanted to do this for a while. I still can. I'm afraid I might pass out. Was attacked by some kind of I think it was wearing a gas mask.
Don't need this
heavy
shit.
coat, but not human. Not human. No stim packs.
Oh, okay, this is all you got here.
Funny joke in here about practicing what you preach. This is the overseer signing off. Hopefully, not for the last time.
The team that found the holotape reported back that they found no body, but copious amounts of blood at the location. Given the presence of Yaguai nearby, they all suspected that the overseer had either died of her wounds and had her body scavenged, or she had tried to escape and suffered the same fate. Of course, as far as everyone else in the new enclave was concerned, the overseer had just disappeared. There had been the occasional rumor, of course, but the colonel had been very clear to her extraction team that any and all information collected about the overseer's fate was
not
classified
Don't have no weapon.
under the penalty of death or banishment from the bunker. And Valeria could be very persuasive when she wanted to be.
All shit that not gonna happen.
Valeria put the holotape back in the case and secured it once again. She wanted to hear that voice. Imagine her bleeding out alone on the floor of that bed and breakfast. It would have been a fitting end in her opinion. Although the overseer wasn't directly responsible for the death of her parents, she represented the fools at Vault-Tec, who didn't adequately prepare the residents for what they'd face after the war. Unfortunately, most of the other former Vault 76 residents still worshipped the ground the overseer walked on, which complicated how she could ultimately be dealt with. Well, Valeria thought, it was time to find out what the overseer wanted, and how to turn that to her advantage. Valeria returned to the operations center. A quick glance at the regional map showed the location of her field teams, known settlements, and creature locations they were currently tracking. They also marked the transmission locations as well. And in the town of Sutton, south of Vault 76, a new marker had been placed, blinking yellow, denoting an unknown source. The duty officer walked up and saluted.
Colonel, MODUS is waiting for you in the secure room.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Please ensure we are not disturbed.
Climbing the stairs at the back of the room, Valeria reached the second level, overlooking the ops floor. She placed her palm on the wall pad, and when it turned green, the door slid open with a hiss. Valeria felt like she was stepping back into the past. Years before, President Eckhart held his cabinet meetings in this very room. At one end stood a podium with the presidential seal. In the middle was an ornate conference table and chairs.
The sound effects were the fucking tornado.
When Valeria first arrived, the room had fallen into disrepair. But as the new enclave grew, she had MODUS renovate the space, including installing a large monitor on the back wall. The door slid shut, and Valeria took a seat at the head of the conference table, removing her cap and placing it on the table next to her, along with the clipboard. The monitor blinked a light, displaying the familiar face of MODUS.
Good morning, Colonel. We hope our summons did not pose any significant inconvenience.
Not in the least, MODUS. I'm very interested in this transmission and the fact that we know the Vault 76 Overseer is alive.
That is correct, Colonel. We have calculated a 99.8% confidence rate that the originator of the transmission is the Vault 76 Overseer.
I didn't have this before.
Here is the complete audio.
Broadcasting to the people of Vault 76. This is the Overseer. We need to talk. Face to face. Apologies, but this isn't just about a reunion. We have work to do. I'll be waiting in Sutton.
Not much there, MODUS.
99.8.
She's got something up her sleeve, but what?
Our analysis can provide no other details.
Now it sounds like a mumbling. What do you want,
All
douche?
we have been able to uncover is the location of the broadcast. Satellite imagery from the Kovac also confirms the location as a residence in the town of Sutton.
MODUS, I can have a strike team there within the day.
We calculate that direct action against the Overseer at this time would have negative ramifications, Colonel. Instead, we require additional information regarding her message.
Come in
and
here.
her plans.
And just invite him on in.
Fumed.
Come on in.
As much as she knew MODUS
Come on
was
in.
correct, she
Come on.
itched to get the overseer into
Yeah,
the
come on in.
interrogation cell downstairs, plead her for anything and everything she knew, then turn her over
Come
to
in.
the tender mercies of
Come on in.
Why not
Come
just
on
get
in.
her back here,
Come on in.
Moses? We
Welcome
have
in.
the means to
Come on
get
in.
what we need from her.
Come on in.
That is one option we
Oh, come on in. Yeah. Here. Come on. I got some pizza.
Given how many of
Here,
our
have some.
members
Oh, right. It's right on the table. Oh, come on in. Yeah, you want to come into my house?
we
Yeah, yeah.
calculate a high likelihood
Yeah, you too.
that
Oh,
such a
yeah.
move
Oh,
would
you know
spark
Kung Fu. There you go.
significant unrest
Come
within
on
the
in, guys.
enclave.
Come on in. It's a party.
Therefore,
It's a party
it is
going
not
on right here.
recommended.
Larry
Come
witnessed
on.
again,
Don't be shy.
already
Come on in.
suspecting where this was headed.
So, Modus, what do you recommend as our first
There's a
action?
party
You
going
must go
on
see
right
for
here.
yourself, Colonel.
Oh, fuck.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Party. I got a sandwich for you. It's called a fist. Whoa. Scorch beast. Close the door. Look at that pile of bodies. It's a pile of bodies over here. Pile of scorches. Just come on, cowards. Whoa.
Thank you again, members, for joining us here for the inaugural
Boom.
episode of Season 2
Boom.
of
Welcome to the
MODUS
Terror
Files.
Dome.
If you've enjoyed this content,
Yeah.
please subscribe.
Oh, you
Better
too.
yet, please leave a
Come on.
review to help
Boom.
others find
Boom.
Hollywood Online.
Boom. There's only like 100,000 of you.
At
Fuck
MODUS
off.
Files. For more information about our podcast, Fallout 76 content, and random musings
Join
on
your
the
friends. They're all relaxing.
I'd also
We're
like
having
to
a
thank our
party.
guests, Pandora Beatrix as Colonel Valeria Faustina,
There's a pile
Lucy
of
Middleton as Major Lola
scorch
Ballester,
guts right there.
XO1 King as
I'm gonna
Major
lean on it right
Stein,
now.
Maria Cheshire as Lieutenant Cindy Connors and Rose the Raiderbot, Austin Rogers as Lieutenant Jones, Aaron Foster as Lieutenant Thomas, Ryan Negrin as Day, Mary Calopetis Saunders, Meeks_12 as the Overseer, Monty Wildhorn as Sergeant Nichols,
Bye,
Don
followers.
McCormick as
Fuck.
the
Why
Orderly,
don't come into my stream
Bob
with that shit?
Cunningham as the Duty Officer, and Brad Williams as the voice of MODUS and Captain Reynolds. And a shout out to the Apocalypse
Gaming Grandma followed.
home to a great group of
All right.
the Robots Radio podcast
Gaming
community, the
Grandma
Robots Radio Rocket
followed
Club, and
me.
Jeremiah Johnson, our favorite character
That's
artist
cool.
who provided the wonderful character artwork you can find on our website. Lastly, thank you to all of our subscribers
Is there
and supporters.
fucking radio playing?
God bless the Enclave, and God bless America.
I hate these bye followers people.
Members,
Why
we
is the
look forward
radio
to your
playing?
next visit to our little enclave.
Gaming Grandma followed me. Do. Where's the fucking radio? Why do I? Oh, their radio's playing. Where's the damn radio?
Welcome to the White Spring Bunker. These halls were built to safeguard some of the most prestigious
Trying to
members
get me
of the
DMCA'd,
United
you
States
asshole?
government. Now we are all that remains.
No!
Though we are always looking for men and women capable of helping us restore what has been lost. In return, we offer this, our refuge from the world above. Please, take your time and look around. We've made great efforts to restore
Where's the
this place
asshole
to
that's
its
fucking still shooting me?
former glory. Welcome, member, to our little enclave.
Welcome back, members. As always,
on,
I am
motherfucker.
the Operative, your designated tour guide and host here at the White Spring.
Come on,
The
Scorchy.
first snows have fallen across Appalachia, and after a long
Come on
year
down,
of struggle and
Scorchy.
loss,
Come
the
on down,
conflict
Scorchy.
and the civilians of Refugee Row look forward to the future.
Now you want to
The holiday
land.
season is upon us, and for Captain Stein,
But the one
we
thing about these
discovered at some
scorches,
point
that they're just so
Lewis
annoying. They're like a
can be
mosquito.
most important.
Like a mosquito from everywhere.
cold winter wind blew down from the hills surrounding the White Spring
Whoa,
Resort.
see?
For nearly 2 decades, the buildings and grounds of the once grand hotel had been vacant, save for the robotic staff as they continued their duties, as if the world hadn't ended on October 23rd, 2077. Unlike previous years,
Come on, man. Come on down here.
3 saw the resort come back to life, as the new enclave established itself. First in the bunker below, then
where are you guys coming
MODUS
from?
was hooked into the hotel mainframe and took control of the staff.
Where are you coming
Soon
from?
after, as more of the former residents of Vault 76 discovered the scorch threat, a wave of newcomers, civilians this time, found sanctuary at the resort. At
Oh, I knew that was going to
the
happen.
area had been against allowing these refugees to enter.
Now I just lost all my
Just
pumpkins.
more mouths to feed.
It had been Captain Stein who finally convinced her to allow the families in, giving them access to the unused cottages adjacent to the main hotel.
Colonel, while they may only be civilians, and I know you're always looking for soldiers, but they have something that they can provide too. They can plant crops and help us rebuild here. If we give them something of our own, they'll give something back. Both will have something that's worth fighting for. Even you can agree on that.
Stein's logic was indeed sound, but Valeria only agreed with the utmost reluctance.
Fine. But they're your responsibility, Stein.
Just land.
I don't have time
Land
to
your
deal with
ass.
a bunch of whiny civilians.
The colonel needed fighting men and women, not families or children.
Come on.
However, as long as they stayed out of the way and out of trouble, she could be persuaded to tolerate it.
I will take care of it, Colonel. You'll see.
Swag.
Just call me the
Come on, mean lady.
refugee road.
Mean lady.
It'll work
Mean
out
lady.
best.
Mean
It wasn't
lady.
long
She's a
before the
bat.
industrious former Vault
She's a
residents
bat.
had turned the
She's a
cottages
bat.
into their homes,
She's a giant
planted
bat.
crops along the
She's a
fairways,
mean
and
lady.
even set up a school in the former golf club. Alongside the patrolling assaultrons and sentry bots,
She's the
young
mom.
children
Her
played
scorch her
baseball or
kids.
held elaborate games of hide and seek in and around the main hotel. For most
Here
of
she
them,
comes. I knew
were
it.
Not only better times,
I knew
but an
it.
example of what they
Did
were
she
fighting
land?
for in Appalachia. When the teams had returned from the
Can't.
fog, it had
She
been
can't
the
resist.
from Refugee Row who had welcomed them as heroes, helping the wounded, and cried over the dead as well. Some had been their friends, their brothers or sisters, mothers or fathers, and not even the colonel thought to prevent them from attending
Your
the
booty.
ceremony honoring
Like it in
their
your-
fallen in the Ash Rose Garden.
Shoot her in the butt. Oh, ow, oh, oh.
As the weather
It's
turned,
weird
and the
that she could be
holidays
so
approached,
gigantic
new
and just be
settlers
hovering right there.
arrived with staff. And almost overnight, the White Spring was ready for Christmas.
I don't think
Captain
that's
Stein was out
realistic.
walking the grounds, taking in the crisp December air.
Because Fallout's supposed to be
As he
very
approached the row of
realistic.
occupied cottages,
Alright,
several
now
of
I'm
the
out of
children
bullets.
were engaging in an impromptu snowball fight. As soon as they saw him, the
Now
kids
is good
immediately
if she
turned their
lands.
sights to him. Within seconds,
Land
he was
now.
peppered in snow.
Lance, get some shredder.
Kids. Oh, you got
Get some of the shredder.
Stein then proceeded to pantomime the most over-the-top death scene he could manage, before flopping down in the snow. The kids all cheered, then scattered when they heard their teacher calling them from the presidential cottage.
Recess is over, children. Come back inside. You have a test to take.
Laughing, Stein pulled himself up and brushed the snow from his
Go
uniform.
back inside.
As he watched the children file back into their makeshift classroom,
Yoo-hoo.
Stein looked around and
Yoo-hoo.
saw that the residents had started putting up their own Christmas decorations. He'd heard they'd found a stash of lights, trees, and ornaments in one of the storage buildings, and it certainly looked like they were doing their best to decorate for the holidays. To him, it was even more beautiful
Come
than
on,
the lights the
land.
box put up around the resort.
Just land.
They tended to be too perfect, and it was the human touch that really set these
Come on,
apart.
land.
Stein was just about ready to head
She's
back
almost
inside
done.
when he heard
Maybe-
the crunch of snow boots behind him. Turning around, he found himself face to face with Jennifer Carpenter, the unofficial
Just
leader of their
land, you
local
screechy screecher.
Captain? Captain?
Oh,
Just land.
hey there, Jennifer. How are
Land.
things today?
I think we're all doing fine. Can't thank you enough for getting me.
She's teasing me.
It was the least
Yeah, I
I could
know
do
her-
for all
her
you
game.
folks. And like the bots tend to say, the White Spring has a reputation.
What they do is she distracts me.
They both laughed.
And then when I'm not paying
Even
attention,
with Modus's control of the bots,
and
they
then I
all still
die
ran the same
because
pre-war personalities,
all the
treating them
toxic
like regular guests. at the
fart
resort.
gas that she's shooting me
I have
with.
another request, if it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Here she comes. It's over for you, lady. You couldn't resist either. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night. Welcome to my fucking trap.
With Christmas around the corner, a bunch of us got together and
Ah ha ha ha
decided
ha.
we want to put on a little concert.
Ah ha ha. Oh
The
look,
kids have been
it's like
really
she's
excited
relaxing.
about the idea, and
Let's take a
they
picture.
even voted.
Yeah?
And they want to play for the colonel.
They want to do what exactly?
Captain, the kids look up to her as a hero. Do you know the stories they tell each other? Did you see the costumes they came up with for Halloween?
Yeah.
I was sewing eye patches
Quite
for
photogenic,
days.
I must say.
They were cute, weren't they? Though I could have sworn I saw a group of little
she's
Major
like-
Liliths throwing
it's like she's,
Mirror eggs at sentry bots.
Posing.
Jennifer stifled a little laugh.
Point is, it's Christmas. And these kids deserve something special. And in this case, they want to do something special for all of you.
We'll take
When
a
you put it that
glamour
way,
shot.
I guess I really
Right
can't
here.
say no. I still need to clear this with the Colonel, however.
Of course. But I know you'll explain it to her.
Between you and me,
Do,
Jennifer,
do,
I doubt she
photo
has any
pose.
soft spots, but yeah, I think I can convince her.
Look.
Thank you so much, Captain. But there is one more thing.
And what would that be?
It's
we're
like she's
missing one
giving,
of the instruments
hugging
we
me.
need.
You're missing what exactly?
A viola?
A young boy spoke up from behind Jennifer. Stein hadn't seen him
Let's
standing
see.
there in an old puffy jacket and a worn hat.
I'm sorry. A whatola?
Pose.
A viola. It's like a violin, but different.
Stein looked down at the boy. He was obviously nervous, but there was something about him.
What's your name, son?
That's kind of funny
Henry.
one.
And how old are you, Henry?
11.
Do this one.
Jennifer put her arm around Henry
Or
and
this
then looked
one.
back up
Nope.
at Stein.
Or this one.
Captain, Henry
That
here
one,
was
not
playing the
that one.
viola in the vault before Reclamation Day. He wasn't
I'll do
able
the
to
thumbs
take
up
it
one
with
from
him,
a different
and
spot,
it's all
though.
he's been talking about since we arrived. I promise you, he can play. But he needs a real viola.
That's like, yeah!
You know, I was never really the
Okay.
musical type. Cooking was always more my forte. However, I think I'm gonna accept your challenge.
Really?
Texture.
Sure,
Filter.
son. I promise.
Oh, that looks cool.
I'm sure we have one of those things around here somewhere. We always had talent coming and going in the White Springs.
I put a...
So a viola shouldn't be too hard to come by. What do you mean we don't have any of those around here?
I'm sorry, Captain. but I have MODUS
love
check
it.
his inventory
I
and
love
double check
it.
the inventory up in the resort.
I love
We
it.
have banjos,
fucking-
steel guitars,
awesome.
drums, even a pipe organ, but no violas. Heck, we couldn't even find a single violin either.
Ah, that's wonderful. I made a promise, Reynolds, and if I find out you're holding out on me...
I swear.
Mhm.
I even
West
sent my men to check
Virginia.
the concert hall upstairs. We just don't have any.
All right, I get it, Reynolds. But could you keep looking? Maybe one of the new traders could have had one.
Filter.
Sure, but don't
How's
get
that
your
one?
hopes up.
How's
Just
that one?
contact me as soon as you
That's
hear
like
something.
1940s. No, that's like a 1940s horror movie color. It's too red.
Say,
It's
Captain.
not.
Oh,
It's,
Jones. How are you doing?
That's kind of cool.
Well, Captain.
No,
Did
too
I hear
blue.
you were looking for a violin?
That's very.
A viola, actually, but you were close.
Oh,
But a violin
Oh,
would probably work in a
well, it looks like a
pinch.
postcard.
Do you happen to have one?
That looks
No,
really
sir.
cool though, coloring.
but,
Jones, spit it out.
well, last time I was up at Top of the World, Rose
That looks like
mentioned
an old
something
school
about
one.
wanting to put a raider band together. Said she'd bribe the gang there to collect instruments for her. She might have what you're
Pose
looking
though.
Oh, well, it isn't that far.
Oh, that
Thanks,
looks cool.
Jones. I owe you one.
Well,
Need more contrast.
no, that's not
that's- I
appropriate
like
for
that
the
one.
holidays.
Oh, party pooper.
Fireworks are one thing.
West Virginia.
Mini nukes are something
Mountain
else
Mama.
entirely.
Fine. But you did say fireworks were okay, right?
Me and Scorchy.
Just please don't blow up the resort, Lil. Why do I
Pose.
still have a bad feeling about that? Alright, Stein. Sorry to keep you waiting. What can I do for you?
Can we put on a concert?
You want to do what, Stein?
What's that one?
Admittedly,
Here, have the
it's not
chemical.
me this time. It's the civilians, actually. They want to ask to put on a concert. A holiday concert.
I really don't have time for...
Colonel, they want to do it for you. For us.
Can't really see me.
For everything we've done for them.
Nothing I can.
And I think throughout this entire
Jump up on.
experience, we all need this. Valeria, after everything that's happened, don't you think we all deserve just a real Christmas?
Contrast.
Alright. And you make a fine point. What exactly do you need?
Well, we already have the concert hall upstairs. The civilians are going to provide the entertainment. MODUS is going to oversee everything.
Filter.
Sounds promising.
There's just one hitch, though.
Of course. What else, Stein?
I need a viola.
We don't have one already?
I was as surprised as you are, but unfortunately, no. I think
West
I know where
Virginia,
to find one.
Is it
Mount
really
Mama,
It is.
take me home.
I made a promise.
Okay, so
Country road.
there isn't much going on right now, so I can spare you. Where are you going?
I need to pay a visit to Rose.
Take me home, country road, to
Once
the
upon a time,
place where I
27
belong.
years after the bombs fell, there were two people, a
West
Volkswagen
Virginia,
and a California girl.
Mount
They
Mama,
met, and sparks flew.
take me home.
That's when things
That looks
got
creepy.
interesting. Once Upon a Wasteland is their story. Follow Elizabeth Kirby and Odessa Valdez
Let's try a
as
different
they
one.
pursue their happily ever after
Oh
in
shit.
the post-apocalyptic
That's freaky.
Appalachian wasteland of Fallout 76. Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher,
Ooh,
and
scatty.
many other podcasting platforms. Once Upon a Wasteland, a Fallout 76 love story. Available now.
Once Upon a Wasteland. It's probably stupid as fuck.
Could you repeat that?
Hurry up.
Rose?
Oh, some of those are just
You
dumb.
stuffed shirts are sure hard of hearing.
Ooh, that's scary.
I want a pet liberator. Dear old David was gonna give me a puppy for Christmas back in '82. I found out about it. That's why I
Arcos
went down to
Pharma.
Charleston
Oh, that's
to
so
give
now I
him
need
something
the
special,
Well,
I need the fucking
isn't that just endearing?
chemical
too.
thing.
You want my help or not? Jeez. So I want my dog, or bug,
Where's the chemical?
or whatever. Get me
Where's the
one
chemical?
of those in one piece.
There you go.
And I'll tell you what you need to know.
Fine. Okay, Rose. You have a deal.
Of course we do. I'll be waiting.
No, I just need different. Okay. That one's kind of good, maybe.
Whoa, don't you look a little worse for wear?
There we go.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to catch one of these damn things?
Of course.
Ooh.
Why did you think I sent you to do it? Well, besides the sheer enjoyment of watching you chase after them.
Atlas.
Did I ever tell you the story of a time I sent one of the vultures off to make friends with a
Burning
death claw?
Mine.
Rose!
Okay. Hand
The
it
Burning
over.
Mine.
Wow.
Camden
You managed
Park,
to deactivate it without destroying
Charleston.
the core processor. That's some serious tech work there. I mean, I don't even know if I could do it. And I'm a robot.
It's a weird looking one.
Just seemed like the right thing to do.
Sure, whatever. I'll have this little guy rolling over
Brass
and
space
playing
station.
dead in no time. What?
Rose? The viola?
Oh, yeah, that thing. I sold it.
You did what?
Do you know how much psycho I got for it?
Damn it, Rose!
Ugh, fine. I said I'd tell you what
I'm
you
a
need to know.
boss.
I'm a bot of my word. Raider notwithstanding.
Pumpkin House. Oh, this
So
is Pumpkin
my guy
House.
said he was going to Foundation. Probably going to sell it there to those stupid sunny bots. If you hurry, you probably can get there before someone else buys it.
I'm getting too old for this.
Pose.
What do you mean you won't sell it to me, Ward?
Hey, we just got here. You see all
That's a
the
good one.
construction about? And I don't know you. I ain't just selling a prized musical instrument to just anyone.
Ward, come on. It's Christmas.
And I got lost osmosis kits, turret control circuit boards, and bone saws to find.
All right.
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
not that old. I can see where this is going. What do you want?
Well, like I said, we got some lost items.
Sepia.
You go out and bring them back, then we can talk.
Please tell me you're joking.
Or you head back to wherever you came from, empty-handed.
There we go.
Fine, I get it. Could you at least point me in the right direction?
Let's see, something that really... Oh, that's too red. I'm gonna take that picture anyway.
Here's your circuit board, your bone saw, and remind me again why I have 3 multi-scopes.
Did this one.
I thought you said you only had 1, Ward.
That's none of your business. Well, you held up your end of the bargain. Let me go down to the storeroom. I'll be right back.
How about it was the regular one? Oh, fuck. Fucking Scorch. Get away from me.
Well.
Okay, asshole.
I have some
Okay. Oh, another
As if
fuck.
any other
Another
bad
Scorch
news.
Beast. Holy
Tell me,
shit.
What is it?
Seems like someone
Holy
done walked
shit.
off with that musical instrument of yours.
Ward, please.
That's fucked
Please
up.
tell me this is a joke.
What the fuck?
Wish I was. Must have been someone looking for something particular. They left the
Oh my
osmosis
goodness.
kits. Just took the
Can this
vital-
ever happen in
I'm
any
mighty
fucking
sorry.
game but fucking Fallout?
Guess I need to beef up security around here. Don't want some Grinch coming and stealing Christmas too.
What was she doing? Just hanging out, fucking
Just
looking at
great.
me, taking a picture of
What
her
do I
dead
do
friend?
now? Figure a raider took it. Could be all the way up to Crater by now.
What the fuck? That was
Guess
fucked up.
you might want to head
Just
in that
hang-
direction.
100% she was just sitting there,
And if you find
waiting
any
for,
other multi-scopes
like, are you
on the
done
way,
taking
let me
pictures
know.
yet? Can we get to
Sure,
this?
Ward, sure. Merry Christmas and all that.
Land, you slag.
Why you want to see Meg? You ain't from around
The
here.
fuck? Can a guy take a picture with his
Son, I've traveled
dead
a
Scorch
long
Beast
way
that
to
he
get
killed?
here, and I don't have a lot of time. Just let me see her.
And what's in it for
Unless that thing came back alive. No, it didn't. So, let's see. I was here.
Well, just who the hell are you?
The name's Stein.
And the other Scorch Beast is just sitting right over here.
What happened to Robbie?
He's, sleeping on the job.
Stupid kid.
I'm not looking for trouble.
You asshole.
I just wanted to talk. I'm looking for something. Been walking halfway around
Come on,
Appalachia.
land.
and I was
You wanna
told
land
you
too?
might have what I'm looking for.
Land. There you go, you're dead meat.
What? That stuff ain't cheap.
A violin.
A what?
Oh, specifically a viola.
You're kidding, right?
Come on, just stay around.
I wish I was kidding. And I'm not much in the
Damn it.
Christmas spirit right now.
Damn
Do
it.
you have it or not?
Well, I can
Almost
appreciate
had your
your
ass.
direct approach. You don't seem like a flake, or one of those false squares either.
Like that.
Yeah, I got
Sneak
it.
up on me.
Hadn't seen one of those in forever. Used to play a long time ago. When I heard old Ward managed
I'm literally
to
spending the
cure
whole
one,
fucking stream at this spot. That's
it'd be
pretty
a
funny.
sight better than those stupid bone saws and geysers.
Alright. What do you
This
want
is
for
way
it?
more fun than
Figured
most of their
this
missions.
might be the only one of these things in all of Appalachia. Makes
Just fucking
this kind
around.
of priceless now, doesn't it?
Oh, she landed, see?
What do you want for it?
You're done.
You
You're done
mentioned
for. Bye-bye, 86th.
You see no
Boom.
rah-rah running around here.
The girl?
Cannot resist.
The one with the super mutant
The Shredder.
There's
The
the one.
Shredder. The
She's,
Shredder.
well, like a mascot around here. Cute kid. Annoying as hell.
Oh, not such a good
She ain't
pose.
got
I can't
anyone
really
else
take a
but
good
us.
picture with that.
She wants a present for Christmas.
What is that? Boom.
Present.
And not just any old present either. That girl loves rabbits.
Where's her
Please
head?
tell me we've both seen
that
the
the head?
mutated rabbits that are out there in Appalachia.
No, you idiot.
Oh, it's in the
Not
dirt.
the real one.
Yeah, you're not so
She wants a
photogenic as your
stuffed
friend.
Bunny.
A stuffed bunny.
Yeah. I'll make you a
Where is
deal.
that friend?
You bring me a stuffed bunny, and we'll trade.
If I do this, and you don't hold up your end,
Oh man, I lost the other one.
I may be a raider, but hell if my word ain't gold. I'd do anything for that little girl. Trust me.
Molly, what did I get
I'll do
myself
anything
into?
for that little girl. You want something? Think I didn't see you, dude?
Can you repeat that, Captain?
A stuffed
You
bunny.
sneaking around?
Is that like a new code phrase? Are you in trouble? Do I need to call the Colonel?
Thomas,
Where is
No.
that other Scorch Beast?
you don't need to call the Colonel. It's okay.
I lost my
I'm
bearings.
fine. I just need you to access the regional files and see if there's a toy store around. Please. My Christmas spirit is at
There
its
you go.
limit.
A toy store. Okay.
Uh,
Give me a
oh, I
minute.
could stand on the truck. I forgot about
Trust
that
me,
one.
son. I'm not going anywhere.
There. Try this one.
Alright, I found one. Sort of.
Where is it located, Thomas?
Flatwoods. Some old hobby shop.
There you
Best
go.
I could do.
Thanks, Thomas. Over and out.
Well, don't you look like one sad sack. You doing okay there, darling?
Just
much-
fine, Duchess.
Can't really see
I'm
me.
just fine.
Don't look fine to me. I'm a pretty good judge of people, and you look like someone put you through the ringer.
Oh, it's been a rough...
What am I actually standing
I would
on?
say,
Nothing.
couple of weeks.
Okay.
Why don't you tell old Duchess here what's going on? Best to get it off your chest. It is the holidays and all, right?
Stein looked up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. His fifth, actually.
I'm wearing a mask, but it
All
doesn't
right,
matter.
Duchess. Look, I've been to hell and back, walked all
Texture.
around Appalachia, because I made a promise to this kid with hope in his eyes. Who would have thought finding a viola would have been so gosh darn hard?
That's one of those violin things, right?
Yeah, one of those. For a Christmas concert, no less. Last thing I needed was a stuffed bunny for a trade.
Can't really see me.
Came all the way here to find a toy shop and found nothing but a pile of rubble. I made a promise. I'm all out of luck. I got no other options. So this is the one time where I
I
think
got no other options.
Santa isn't going to be keeping his promise.
A bunny, huh? Who for exactly?
Oh, it's just a Christmas present for some little girl.
Darn if you don't know how to pull the old heartstrings there, mister. Well,
There you
I
go.
may not look it, but I'm a bit of an old softy myself. Why don't you take a look up on that shelf there?
Stein looked up, and above the bar was a set of shelves with a variety of old Appalachian souvenirs. And there, right in the middle, was an old brown stuffed bunny.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I don't kid. Probably one of the last mementos I have from the really old days.
Duchess, I've been
Cool.
through so many trades, so I'm just gonna ask you, what do you want for it?
Mister, it's Christmas. And if I can do my part for the holidays, it'd be my distinct pleasure. I'm a bit too old to be playing with toys anyway. You just tell that little girl to take care, and maybe you and I could talk about some business later. Could always use another hand around here, if you'd be up for it.
Stein didn't know what to say, so he just nodded. Duchess smiled and pulled out a little short stool from underneath the bar. Stepping on it,
Faction.
she took the old stuffed bunny
Where does
from the
it
top
say
of the
faction?
shelf and handed it
Say
to
anything
Stein.
about faction.
There you go. Oh, and here's something else for you, too. Sounds like you might as well play the part.
I don't even know what to say, Duchess.
Merry Christmas, Mr.
Stein.
Quest. Where is the part? I'm missing something here.
Just call me Stein.
Merry Christmas, Stein.
Vintage.
Hi, I'm Fire Rider, and I'm the host host of The Pixel People, a podcast dedicated to taking a close look at our favorite
Hi,
characters from our favorite
Firefighter.
video games. From major characters who define the course of a game's storyline to smaller characters who you might have never noticed. Every week, we go beyond the quest line to examine a particular
I don't see
character's
the
story
faction
arc
shit.
and
What if...
choices, and discover the
Oh,
real-world
okay.
parallels and life lessons hidden just below the
Nah,
surface.
fuck the Brotherhood.
I hope you'll join us. You can
Nah.
find the Pixel People on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
Enclave,
everywhere else
huh?
you listen to podcasts.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa Stein is here!
Oh, wow. Are you real?
Of course I am. All the way from the North Pole. And I have a very special present for you.
Where's the scary one?
Here you go, rah-rah. Merry Christmas!
You're the best, Santa
Rah,
Stein.
rah.
I can't wait to show Gail. I love it so much.
Santa Stein.
That one's scary.
Yeah, sue me, Meg. I just got into a little Christmas spirit there.
Enclave.
Alright, Stein. You held up your
Enclave.
end of the bargain. And hell,
Free States,
that's
I
going
think
to be
that
a
is.
hard act to follow. And a deal is a deal.
I like Free States.
Here you go.
Thank you, Meg. And, Merry Christmas to you, too.
You too, Stein. You too.
Henry, don't worry. Stein promised, and I know he's gonna be here.
But Miss Jenny, it's been
It's
forever.
a scary one right there.
I'm supposed to play next.
It'll be okay. Let me go ask someone.
Ooh.
Excuse me, you're Thomas, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Free States.
Great concert so far. These kids are great.
Why, thank you. But have you seen Captain Stein?
No, ma'am.
Ooh,
Last
that's
I
a
heard,
good
he was
one.
heading back from Flatwoods.
Raiders.
I guess I better give Henry the bad news.
My favorite one.
Miss Jenny, look who's here.
Well there, Henry. A promise is a promise, and look what I found.
A viola, a real one. Wow.
Merry
Rad.
Christmas, Henry. Now you're ready for the concert. And don't worry, I had a little band leader Protectron tuned for you.
Henry looked like he was going to cry. He ran up to Stein and gave him a
Oh,
big
that looks
hug.
fresh.
Thank you, Captain Stein, and Merry Christmas.
We'd like to introduce our next performer, Henry.
That's me.
Oh, Captain, that was so nice of you. Are
Yeah.
you okay? You look a little tired.
I don't like that one.
And where did you get a Santa suit?
Jennifer,
Responders. I like
I think I've
responders.
been on one of the most difficult missions that I had ever had in my entire career in this uniform. And you know what? This was totally worth it. It's a long story. Now, after all that, I'm just looking forward to hearing what Henry can do. There are 2 seats reserved up front.
All right, enough of that.
Would you care to
We're
join
done.
me?
Oh, it would be my pleasure, Captain. And Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking
Merry
cool.
Christmas, Jennifer. And a Merry Christmas to everyone.
Chilling. She's Chiliano. Just one more time. One more picture. One more picture. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Are you kidding me? I can't resist. Look, another one. Fuck.
Thank you again, members, for joining us here for a very special holiday episode
Fucking
of The
asshole.
Files. If you've enjoyed this content, please subscribe. And better yet, please leave a review to help others find our little enclave. You can also follow us on Twitter at MODUS Files for more information about our podcast, Fallout 76 content, and random musings on the Enclave. I'd also like to thank our cast: Pandora Beatrix as Lieutenant Colonel Blair, Exo-1 Kim as Captain Stein, Scald as Major Lilith, Mandy Marie B as Jennifer, Maria Cheshire as Rose the Raider Bot, Aaron Foster as Corporal Thomas, Austin Rogers as Corporal Jones, Dr. Mark Hoswith as Ward, Don McCormick as Meg, Kirsty Harrison as Duchess, Rob Cunningham as Robbie.
Can't even take a picture with my prey.
As Ra-Ra,
My
son
prize.
Henry, and Brad Williams as the voice of Modus and Captain Reynolds. Henry asked me months ago
Jerks.
if I would write an episode where he could play as Viola. So this episode is dedicated to my youngest son and #1 fan. Merry Christmas, Henry. I would also like to thank the Apocalyptic Aristocracy Discord, home to a great group of fellow creators, the Robots Radio podcast community, and the rest of the Robots Radio Rock Club, and Jeremiah Johnson, our favorite character artist, who provided the wonderful character artwork you can find on our website. Lastly, thank you to all of our subscribers and supporters. God bless the Enclave, God bless America, and happy holidays to all.
Members,
Happy holidays to all.
we look
God
forward
bless
to
the
our
Enclave.
next visit.
God bless the
to our
ones who
little
turned
enclave.
Fallout 76, that was a nuclear wasteland, into a worse place with Scorched. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. They were actually just land already. Boing. Just land. Land, come on, you're gonna get it. Come on down here, I'm not gonna waste any fucking ammunition on you.
Safeguard some of the most prestigious members of the United States government. Now we are all that remains. Though we are always looking for men and women capable of helping us restore what has been lost.
Just
In
come on
return,
down.
We offer this.
Join the party.
Our refuge from the world above.
Come on, you know you're gonna come down here.
Please,
Any
take
second
your
now,
time
come
and
on.
look around. We've made great efforts to
Come on,
restore
Agnes.
this place to its
Agnes, here she
full
comes.
glory.
Nope.
Welcome,
Stop
members,
farting your green gas on
to
me.
our little enclave.
Welcome back, members.
Let's
As
go,
always,
let's
I
go.
am the operative.
Let's
your
go, come on.
designated tour guide and host here at the White Spring. The bunker is eerily quiet. Most of the men and women of the new enclave have marched south.
You guys like to come up
part of
behind,
Operation
motherfucker.
Beowulf. Our best hope is to beat the Scorched once and for all.
Yeah, you like
For
that?
those of us who remain,
No,
we wait
fart
with
gas.
nervous
Get away.
anticipation for word of the battle. Team Omega is just outside of Silo Charlie,
Get
and the
that shit
Colonel
away
and
from me.
Task Force Jaeger are dug in around drop site B9.
Come
in
on.
sight of their target.
Knew it.
All eyes now turn to the broken, ruptured Earth after the Fisher Site Prime. In just a few hours, the future of Appalachia will be decided.
In your booty. You're done. Bye-bye. That's 3. How's she pose? How's her pose? Not that good.
Was this
I mean, it's
place,
okay.
dairy or something?
A processing plant. Terminal entries talk about them building a silo right under this place. Real hush-hush, obviously.
Obviously. So now what?
See that elevator down there? That leads right down to the residential section. My handprint is already in the system. Don't ask, fellas. And then we have to get through the biometric security.
Photo
You wouldn't
mode.
be in that system too, would you?
Well, I might have tried before, but no luck. That's why Charmer is here. He's been studying the security system since the briefing. Right?
Yeah, Modus provided the schematics and some potential workarounds. Basically, once we get
Pose.
down there, everyone look for these weird-looking blue cards.
Great. Well, I guess I'd rather go hunting around an old silo than be out there when the nukes go off.
Speak for yourself. You know the epic stories the other guys are gonna tell when they kill that big queen thing? How am I gonna compare to that?
Kinda good.
Mac, I'm sure you'll think of something to turn those nurses' heads. Am I right?
Yeah, that was good.
Enough
That one?
chatter, people.
Or
It's
that
time.
one? No, not that
Double
one.
check your weapons. And like I said before, as soon as we hit the lobby, expect security to be extremely unfriendly. I've got the card and codes, but if anything happens to me, or any of us, the next one in line picks it up and goes on. Got it? D. I want you to watch our backs.
That was pretty good.
Everyone else, stay close.
Not that one. Not
No
that one.
telling what else we're going to find
Maybe
out there.
that one.
Yes, sir.
Team Omega crowded into the silo elevator, and as the doors closed, they disappeared into the bowels of the earth.
Superfly Jones, baby. Genghis Fly, Superfly, Genghis Fly, Superfly.
Far above Appalachia, the Kovac Muldoon satellite continued its lonely vigil. New orders from MODUS had been received, and a set of cameras were aimed at a spot in the southeast corner of the region, named by the former inhabitants as the Cranberry Bog. Just north of the smoke-spewing
Raiders.
called the Fissures, sat a single concrete structure.
Raiders, baby.
Pre-war records
That's what I'm
designated this
talking
location
about.
as Drop Site V9, an old testing facility owned by the AMS Mining Corporation. As the cameras zoomed in, they recorded not an abandoned structure, but one now ringed by sandbags, concertina wire, and other barricades, manned by one of the largest groups of people the instruments had recorded in quite some time. It was this activity that MODUS was now interested in viewing in real time. Very soon, the AI would see if his investment and tolerance of these new members would be rewarded, and that the threat of the Scorched reduced to a manageable level, to allow his other plans to reach fruition. Colonel Valeria had proven to be extremely proficient to date, with Captain Stein acting as a useful messenger when required.
If the Colonel's plan is unsuccessful, the loss of assets would be regrettable. However, we have contingency plans, and these assets are not irreplaceable.
Colonel Valeria stepped through the doorway of the concrete bunker just as the first rays of sun were peeking over the horizon. All around her, the men and women of Task Force Jaeger had been busy finishing the preparation for Operation Beowulf.
Captain! Captain!
The captain was nowhere to be seen, so the colonel turned to Corporal Cindy, who was unloading ammunition crates from a nearby Brahmin.
Corporal, where's Captain Stein?
Ma'am? I'm pretty sure he went that way. I thought I heard him say something about Major Lilith.
Cindy pointed to the west, in the direction of an old barn.
Wonderful.
Valeria marched off after the captain, while the work around her continued. Captain Stein was currently standing in front of and staring up at an old abandoned heavy tank, buried in the soft earth.
Lilith, get out of the tank.
No.
Lilith, get out of the tank now.
You're not my dad.
That's good enough.
Lilith, get out of the damn tank. I am your dad.
No.
Maybe not technically speaking, but
Lilith, get out of the damn tank. I am your dad.
And you're not.
Oh, Lilith.
Get out of the damn tank.
Call the colonel over here. I can't believe this.
Lilith is not a nice person.
The colonel could see the captain storming back in her direction.
Colonel.
Just where have you been?
I can't believe I'm saying
drop
this,
loot.
but can you please tell Lilith to get out of the damn tank?
Lilith is where? I only told her to check the
Lilith,
wrecks for
get out of the damn tank.
Lilith is refusing to get out. She's found an old combat helmet, and she's been barking orders from the turret.
Lilith won't get out of the tank.
Rust bucket of a coffin.
Captain.
Lilith barking orders from the
We're in the middle
tank.
of the Cranberry Bog, getting ready to do battle with a giant mutated bat. I don't have time for this.
Colonel, please. You're the only
Two
one
giant
she's going
mutated
to listen
bats.
to.
Here they are.
Ugh. Okay.
Right next to the
Get
scarecrow.
back to V9 and oversee the final preparations. We don't have much time before this kicks off. The countdown in the silo has already started.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Let's see what this will do. Into this photo mode shit.
Lilith! Lilith!
What?
Really?
Lilith.
This tank hasn't moved in
What?
25 years.
God.
What do you think you're doing?
Just want to fucking kill motherfucker.
Well, in about 2 hours you certainly won't be. Now get out of that vehicle and get back to V9.
But Val...
I don't want to hear it, Lil. You have 5 minutes. That's an order.
Oh, poo. Fine.
Oh, poo. There we go.
Captain, she's back.
Thank you, Thomas. Get to your team. Make sure they're ready.
Corporal, Captain.
Colonel, just in time. I have Shadow on the comm.
Good. Let me speak to him.
That looks like Charles
Lieutenant,
Manson.
what's your status?
We're working our way towards the command center. Marshall got us through the biometric scanner, but we still have a long way to go. Red counters are spiking too. Might be some kind of reactor leak down here.
Shadow, the layout of Charlie should be almost identical to Alpha.
Scary.
You have 90 minutes to launch that missile.
Yes, ma'am. We're still on schedule.
La la
Back as soon
la.
as we reach command.
Sounds like they're cutting it close.
As long as they finish the mission, that's all that matters.
And after that?
We'll be a little busy, Captain. They're on their own until this is over.
This the ends justify the means again?
Enough, Captain. They knew what they signed up for. Get the team leads in here. We have time for one last brief.
Aye, aye, Colonel.
Really, Stein?
The captain just smiled as he went outside. He quickly whistled the new Enclave team leaders in, Sergeant Muller included, as they joined the colonel around a small table set up in the rear of the bunker.
I know we've been over this before, but now that
Okay,
we're
we
here, I want
out.
to make sure
We're finally
everyone's
done.
prepared.
Let's
As
call
you know,
this
in
episode
approximately 85 minutes, Team
Follow
Omega
76.
will be launching from Silo Charlie. The impact site is going to be just
Kill and
south
Scorch
of the main Fisher site,
photo
identified
shoot.
here.
The colonel pointed to a large red gash on the map laid out on the table.
Our positions are all outside of the blast zone,
was
but
that?
you and your men have all been issued hazmat suits and will
Hit
be
my head on
undercover
something?
during the actual detonation. The nuke should drive the
There's
Scorch
something
Beast
in this
Queen
mailbox,
to the
I
surface,
just got a
and it will be
feeling.
up to teams Charlie and India to get her attention with
Oh,
long-range
nothing.
heavy weapons fire. While we don't know how large she is, we believe she's big. A lot bigger and nastier than the regular Scorch Beast we've fought in the past. That's why we've issued you a
Lot
portion of the
bigger
new
than
ultra-sight
big.
ammunition we were able to produce. There isn't enough for everyone, and the quantities we do have are
I'm
limited.
back again. I got
The
your
testing
fucking
has shown
pumpkin
they do
seed. Pumpkins.
significantly more damage
What
to
were you
Scorch
on, bro?
soldiers than conventional
Take your damn
ammunition.
pumpkins.
Once the Queen arrives, all teams will concentrate their fire
I don't want
on
any
her.
pumpkin seeds.
We want to drive her to the ground, where Muller's team and our bots will engage at close range. The rest of us will provide fire support only. Any questions?
It was Captain Thompson from Team Gamma that spoke first.
Ma'am, what about the other scorched creatures?
We expect there may be some Scorch
I don't want
beasts still in
pumpkin
the
seeds
area,
and I don't
but
want
probably
fucking
not
pumpkin
many.
grenades. So
As
let's
for
go sell
Scorch,
this shit.
We only found a handful here when we secured V9. If there are any around, the nuke should kill most, if not all of them.
The team
It's one of my
captains looked at one
favorites.
another.
Oh, there's someone
Sure,
else
they
there.
haven't stumbled across any large nests of the creatures, at least not since they cleared out the Big Bend tunnel on their way here. But this was in the belly of the beast.
Just be prepared, folks. No plan survives first contact, but we have contingencies, which you've all read up on.
Why am I looking at my
Thank you,
stream? It says there's
And
can't
yes,
sell any
stay
people in my
alert,
stream.
people. Now, get back to your teams and get ready. Dismissed.
The colonel watched them file out, then turned back to the map, trying to think of anything she might have missed or any last-minute change in dispositions of her men that might help.
Staring at it isn't going to change anything. The plan is solid and the men know what they're doing. I mean, sure, this ain't the 101st, but they'll do just fine.
Yes,
America's
travel.
best and brightest and all that.
I appreciate the optimism, Captain.
I don't know
Let's do
about
one
that
last walk of the
contrast.
perimeter,
That
shall we?
dark, that red and that
Yes, ma'am.
flowers. I'm just addicted to that red shit. It looks like
Once upon a time,
communist posters.
27 years
I'm not a communist, but I like the communist posters.
there were two people.
That looks real. That looks real
California
communist.
girl. They met, and sparks flew. That's when things got interesting. Once Upon a Wasteland is their story. Follow Elizabeth Kirby and Odessa Valdez as they pursue their happily ever after
Dude,
in the
wearing a dress.
post-apocalyptic Appalachian wasteland of Fallout 76. Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many other podcasting platforms.
Dirty Harry, da 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 da. Nope,
Fallout
not selling any of
76
these.
love story. Available
Not selling
now.
none of it.
It's dangerous to go
Stein
alone.
followed the colonel out into the morning air, closely followed by Corporal Cindy. The young woman was anxious and felt better in the colonel's shadow. While
Weapons.
Lilith did a little dance on top
Baseball
of the bunker,
grenades. I don't
playing
use
Little Brotherhood
grenades.
transmission on constant repeat.
Molotov cocktails. Set myself on fire.
To stop. The
Plasma
new Enclave
grenades.
teams
Pretty
were
good, but I don't use
aggressive
grenades.
around V9, with scouts as far out
Pump
as
grenades, take 'em.
mining structures, although they'd be pulling back shortly to get under cover before the nuke. Muller's power armor team in their Black Devil armor
What's
would
a
man the
junk?
center of the crescent and be ready to react to wherever the Queen decided to land.
Hey, take
The
all
other
them pumpkin
teams
seeds.
with
I don't
standard
know
scout
nothing I want to
armor
make with
have their
them.
personal weapons, and at least 1 or 2 heavy weapons, a mixture of old world and new, 50 caliber machine guns, light machine guns, and both Gatling lasers and Gatling plasmas. Most of these would be fired from fixed positions, as they were only
Some
mobile
junk
and wielded
in
by
the
someone with power armor.
Nothing.
The one exception to this, of course, was Major
Can't
Logan.
get rid of the vault
She
steel
carried her own
straps.
LMG, her preferred weapon of choice. And with her enhanced
Bust
strength, she could
around,
wield it just
cryo
like a
cells.
rifle,
Here,
and the
have
recoil
those.
didn't bother her at all. When Valeria and the captain
It
returned
sells
to the
plasma
bunker,
cartridges.
she
I
received
keep.
a final report from the scout team.
Colonel, Fisher site still looks clear. Though we do see small groups of Scorch wandering the area.
Good work, Jones. Now get back to cover. We're under 15 minutes to mark.
Valeria changed frequencies to contact Team Omega.
Omega, this is Command Actual.
Let's go
Come
kick
in
some
and
Raider
report
butt.
launch status.
Blah, 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 blah. Blood Eagle, Blood Eagles. Bleed a Blood Eagles.
You have
Love to
13
punch
minutes.
Blood Eagles.
That missile needs to launch on schedule.
They're easy.
Can you hold?
Where you at? Oh, somebody already got some.
Good.
Well.
Report back with the final
I'm gonna
countdown.
eat these guys. Yeah,
I
I'm
suspect
hungry.
security might shut down once the launch is initiated, and then we can come and get you. Over and out.
They're cutting
Yeah,
it
their
close.
bodies laid around.
If anyone could get it done, it's Shadow. That man has a way of getting in
Raider
and
Hunter
out
chick.
of interesting places.
What's up, babe?
I suspect they'll find a way out
Hey,
of
babe.
this too.
Hey, babe.
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Bam, everyone is getting under cover. Should I close the bunker door?
Come on. She's kind of. She got some caboose going on.
Please tell
Most of
Lilith to stop
most of them aren't thick like her. Shit.
Lilith didn't like it, of course, because she hadn't been this close to a nuke ever,
Damn, mama.
and she wanted to see it.
Damn,
It wasn't
mama.
until
Got
Valeria
some.
stuck her head out and yelled
Ooh
at
la
Lilith at the top
la.
of her lungs that she reluctantly
Ooh
climbed
la
down,
la.
but not before hitting the BOS transmission switch one more time.
Ugh! No more!
Bone, chicka
And the
bone,
colonel
chicka
pulled
bone,
out a
chicka
service
bone.
pistol and shot a hole right through the main transmission circuit, silencing the annoying message forever, much to the relief of all present.
You
Yeah.
never let me have any fun, Val.
I'm sure you'll have all of the fun you can handle
She's
once
in
the
a
nuke drops.
anomaly.
And if you behave, I'll let you take any souvenirs you want. Deal, Lil?
She's thick. She's thick.
Goody.
Thick,
Shadows
mama.
reporting in, Colonel.
Time to hit
What's up,
it
baby?
Valeria walked over to the radio.
Oh, yeah.
When
At first,
hell I'm
there was nothing but
scavenging out
static,
there.
but then the lieutenant came through.
Thick Raider chick. Since when?
This is Command Actual. Status. Over.
Oh.
I think it's time to
Good
pick
job,
up
Lieutenant.
Self-posing and
Over and
shit.
out.
The colonel
Don't let
switched
them
over
miss
to
me
the
too
general
much.
frequency and then keyed the mic.
Team leads.
hate it when
Launch
things get
imminent.
messy.
Everyone behind cover and
It'll be a
recheck
while
those
before I
What the fuck
hazmat
is
suits.
this?
Good luck.
All around B9, new Enclave soldiers huddled behind their barricades
Former
and took
Raider.
shelter in their power armor. In the bunker, Valeria
I
calmly
love
took a
getting
seat
stuff for
and put her
free.
rifle on the table, rechecking the action one last time. Lilith was pacing back and forth like a caged lion, while Stein tried to not look worried. A few seconds later, miles to the west,
Another
the cover on
Raider
Silo
chick.
Charlie opened, and with a roar, a nuclear missile burst forth into the Appalachian sky.
What happened?
Far below,
Are you hunting him?
Team Omega felt the rumble of the launch.
Hey, is that the chick
and
that
all
was
the
just-
lights in the silo went out at once, leaving them alone in the dark. As the first stage burned out and fell away,
Wait a second here.
the second stage fired and brought the warhead to the edge of the stratosphere before arcing back down towards its
That's the
target.
same
far
girl,
below.
isn't it?
Time to hit up a camp
Those
again.
soldiers which did look up
No way in
could see
hell
the
I'm
vapor trail
scavenging
as
out
the
there.
final stage descended.
Oh, you hunting him? Where you going, baby? Don't kill her. Oh, he just want to get a picture taken. Oh, he just talked to her, said, "Hey, don't." Oh, thought he
My
just
fault they didn't want to listen.
don't kill the raider. I just stepped on his message.
The bunker rocked and dust fell from the ceiling.
Thanks. You're
The
photogenic.
outside sounded like a freight train rolling right up to the bunker entrance.
Can't let them miss
Stein
me
noticed
too
the colonel
much.
was gripping the sides of the small table, her knuckles white, even while she maintained a look of calm on her face. Lilith was still pacing, while Cindy looked up at the ceiling, horrified. Outside, the mushroom cloud climbed
there you
into
go.
the sky. The nearby Sundew Grove was set ablaze by the blast. As the tempest subsided, the soldiers of the new enclave waited for the all clear to be sounded.
Stein, radio.
Here you go, Colonel.
All teams, this is Command Actual. Report.
Each of the team leads checked in. Although the explosion rocked the entire area, the barricades withstood the blast, and there were no losses among the men. The entire site to the south was obscured by the mushroom cloud, but the winds worked in their favor,
I'm all for
pushing the
taking
radioactivity
what I
to the west, away from them.
All right, get ready. I suspect we'll have a visitor
I
shortly.
think she's talking. I
All
can't
along
hear.
the perimeter of B9, the teams removed their hazmat suits and readied their weapons, while the assaultrons fanned out to achieve better firing positions, following their instructions from MODUS. Muller signaled his men, and the suits of power armor moved forward.
We're the bad guys.
Anyone looking at them,
These
with
blood
their
eagles
shattered
are
paint and
crazy. We
devil-shaped
think
heads
they
could
think
not
we're
help
the
but
bad
be
ones.
impressed. Stein climbed into his own XO1 armor.
Yeah, they are
heavily
crazy,
modified by
but
Muller
they're all
himself,
dead right now.
and grabbed a 50 caliber machine gun, pointing it towards the
They're not
radioactive
crazy. They're
cloud.
just douchebags.
As the echoes of the explosion
The
faded,
worst though are the
men all looked to
uh,
the sky. At the
cultists.
same time, they felt a rumble beneath their feet, like the ground was shifting again. It was
Yeah,
Corporal
they're
Thomas,
worse.
an LMG along the left side of the line, who spotted something first. He
Worse,
called
worse,
into
worse.
the command bunker.
Say something else.
Valeria picked up her rifle, and she and the
If
rest of her
someone's
team
bigger,
filed out of the bunker.
it gets a bigger
What had
cut
been a
than
dull
you.
roar
Something's
was
up.
replaced by the cacophony of sounds as the vultures turned soldiers looked up to the sky.
What else? What else do you
and saw
say?
the large mushroom cloud settling over the area. To their south, where once
I
there
hate
was
it
a
when
sunny
things
plain
get
where
messy.
no
Gonna be a
waters,
while before I
now
get
there's
it.
nothing but
That
towering
image
clouds
out of my
smoke and
head.
debris, framed by flashes of lightning. Above the din, the flapping of wings could be
What
heard.
image of
From
those
somewhere in the new
dead
area,
blood eagles?
the eddies and swirls of smoke were disturbed by the passing of something massive. While they couldn't see
look
it,
at that ass.
they could feel it. A sinister presence, a black shape against a blackened
I
sky.
might have to take a pose with her.
A shriek echoed across the landscape, and was echoed by a dozen more. There was a flash of lightning, and the massive shape of the Scorch Beast Queen broke through the clouds. Valeria unconsciously took a step back. The monster dwarfed even her worst fears. As it hovered in the air, it swept its head from left to right, appearing to take in the force arrayed against her. As 100 guns
Pose.
turned skyward, the massive Scorch Beast Queen let out a shriek across the battlefield. But instead of attacking, it turned aside and flew back into the nuke zone.
What's she playing at?
Maybe she's just shy?
The assembled host could only watch as the Scorch Beast Queen flew just out of range. A few missiles were fired in her direction, but the projectiles were too slow to catch her at such an extreme range.
Straight out of the movie, I tell ya.
Colonel, I have a bad feeling about this.
I agree, Sergeant. Keep your eyes
No,
open
damn
and
it.
pass the word.
Oh,
The Queen
fuck.
reappeared, and there was a crash of lightning behind her, and another rumble as the
What's that
ground
one
quaked
picture with
again.
her?
As a few lines of machine gun fire reached up towards her, she let out an awful shriek. This sounded different, deeper, stronger. Suddenly, the clouds behind the Queen erupted as more than 24 Scorch Beasts flew past her and dived towards the Colonel's men, each one letting loose with their sonic screams, driving men to their knees. even as the others
2,000
fired
course
back.
Scorch Beasts? No,
Missiles
what
of
is that
plasma
what you
laser
just said?
blasts, along with heavy projectiles, rose to meet them. Before the Colonel could react to this new threat, there was a
Fuck.
panic call over the
Impossible.
command circuit.
2,000 of those things?
The line went dead, and a huge collective roar rocked them all. The Scorch Beasts had called in their thralls, creatures large and small, who had survived the blast
thing those
underground in the
settlers
nest,
haven't learned
and
that
they
yet.
advanced as a giant wave out of the nuke zone. The new Enclave scouts never
He
stood a
definitely said
chance.
multiple,
The
but
full weight of the
2,000
horde
of
rolled
those
over them before they
fuckers?
could even fire a shot. The Queen just hovered and watched through the eyes of her minions as they stormed forward. These interlopers would be dealt with, as they had dealt with all of those before.
Muller, concentrate on the ground creatures. Don't let them pass the barricades. Modus, have the assault
Look, just sit still and we'll be good.
Immediately, the Black Devils switched their fire from the Scorch Beast to chewing large holes in the advancing horde with their Gatling lasers and plasmas, while Assaultrons moved to add their head-mounted lasers to the carnage.
Stein, everyone else concentrates on the Scorch Beasts and the Queen. We have to disrupt their network
Ah,
and
crap.
clear down.
Stein
Move
and
forward.
his old XO1 relayed the orders, and the heavy weapons teams unleashed their fury on the armada overhead.
Come
The
on.
sky was filled with
Come
fire
on.
and screaming beasts
Fuck.
as they dove in at their targets, were hit, staggered, and flew back again.
Have you seen
These
those
men and women.
No. Don't even walk away, baby.
First steps out of Vault 76 were now in the fight of their lives. To their credit, not a single soul ran. Lilith cackled with delight, firing her LMG into a descending scorch beast, ripping its wings to shreds. It crashed to earth, crushing an assaultron under the weight of its body. Far from dead and screaming in pain, it rose to its feet and screamed again, while Cindy and Valeria shouldered their rifles and emptied their magazines into the creature's
Faction.
head, watching as the beast finally keeled over and died.
Raiders.
The scorched creatures as they tried to overrun the barricades. When they were too close to use their heavy weapons,
Now
the
pose.
Black Devils used their armor as
Pose,
battering
come on.
rams, melee weapons to tear the scorched limb from limb. As V9 became the center of the maelstrom, the Colonel directed her heavy weapons teams to new targets.
Oh,
while
fuck.
Lilith performed her own dance of death, screaming a war cry as she jumped in the middle of a group of scorched anglers, shooting and
Gotta be
slicing as
fast.
she dodged their talons. Valeria was losing
She
men,
ain't fucking around.
killed or badly injured as the battle continued. Muller was
Boom,
close,
ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
scorched Mirelurks, using
Boom,
their claws
ba-doom,
to find
ba-doom.
seams in his armor. His scream was cut short as Muller turned his Gatling plasma on the creatures, but it was already too late. Captain Thompson,
Hey,
watching
baby.
half his team fall to a pack of scorched wolves,
You're
emptied
Fox.
his magazine into the Alpha before one of the other creatures lunged at him, tearing right through his leg armor and crushing his thigh between his
Foxy
teeth.
mama.
Even as he screamed in pain, Thompson grabbed his combat knife and plunged it through the scorched wolf's eye, killing him. One of his operatives dragged him out to the line of fire and applied a makeshift tourniquet as Team Sigma filled in the gap in the line.
Colonel, there's just too many, and they're overrunning the position. We can't even get good shots in on the Queen.
Between his remaining men and the assaultrons, Muller was barely holding on. Creatures were beginning to filter around the sides and towards the rear, but there was little he could do, with so many of them to his front.
Oh,
The Colonel
maybe she'll
could see
stop
the
at that
position
camp.
unraveling. There were just too many creatures and too few weapons concentrating on the Queen. She had
It's
too
kind
few
of blocking the
reserves.
road.
Only a single team held back, manning the heavy guns towards the rear of B9.
Cool, though.
It wasn't going to be enough,
We
but
got
she
to
still
throw it
had
off.
cards to play. Valeria fired to her left and right,
Kill him?
and then yelled at Stein.
What's going on?
Get me MODUS.
The captain grabbed the communications link and handed it to the colonel. A
Did you
scorched
disappear?
beast swooped down, pelting the top of the bunker with its sonic blast as she ducked to avoid its claws. Valeria stood back up and scowled before clicking the microphone.
MODUS.
My girlfriend?
No time for that. Initiate nailing 3, now. Target the edge of the nuke zone to our current position.
Where'd she go?
Our calculations have
Oh, don't tell me
a
she got
margin
hit.
of error.
Just do it, MODUS. That's an order.
Yes, Colonel. We suggest you find shelter
No.
immediately.
The colonel went back on the command circuit.
All
Where is
teams,
she?
orbital strike inbound. It's going to be danger close. Take cover.
Within a few moments, the sound of rolling thunder was audible. This
Kill the
particular
fucking hot
contingency plan was nearly their
Raider
worst-case
chick.
scenario, but she had no choice.
No.
Even above the shrieks of the scorch beast, the incoming orbital strike cut through the air.
Get a bite of that.
MODUS had carefully calculated the drop, but with the interference of the nuke and the atmospheric discharge, he was correct that
I
there
don't
was
see
a
her.
significant margin of error, at least by his own standards.
See, I went away for a second,
The entire area from the edge of the nuke zone
and
nearly on
fucking
top of
something
B9 was
happened.
torn apart by volley after volley of projectiles dropped from the orbital platform. The scorched beasts were speared in
Fucking
the air,
blood
blown
eagle
apart,
fucker.
or hurtled to the ground, while the scorched horde was shredded by the massive explosives, tearing their ranks
I really
to pieces
don't-
and sending bodies flying as far as half a mile away.
It's not that they're.
Valeria's
What did
teams
she
tried
say
to
they
find
were?
cover
They're
where
just
they could,
dicks.
behind barricades in the shallow trenches that lined the bog, or even under the bodies of the dead.
Major dickheads. Who designed these fuckers?
Others,
Jack-offs.
friend and foe locked in close combat, found themselves in
Like-
the blast radius.
I guess.
Lilith was
Boom! I
against
want to
one
hit
of
one on the head.
barricades, but besides
I
the ring in
guess
her ear, she was
a
unhurt.
lot of the Raider used to be like
Incoming, she
regular
reloaded her LMG and charged
settlers
back
that
into the
just
smoke,
had to stick to
looking
get
for
together,
something else to kill.
and you know,
Steadying herself against the
they had
wall
no other
of
way to
explosion,
survive but stealing and
Valeria
raiding.
tried to gauge the results of the strikes.
But
She knew
they,
she lost
these
men.
the Blood Eagles are
Comm channels
way
were cut
worse
mid-sentence
though. They're
so they
like
could be replaced by the
sadistic,
screams audible
evil
of the din of
fuckers.
battle. But failure here was not an option, and worth any sacrifice. She turned her attention to the Queen, who was still hovering in the air, but appeared to both be hurt and incredibly agitated. It let loose another series of shrieks, and was soon joined by 3 uninjured scorch beasts, fresh for the fight.
I guess they
Tight
glitched
formation,
out.
They swooped down, landing in the middle of the new enclave defenses. Cindy was firing into the air when a wounded Scorchiaguite lunged out of the smoke at her. She tried to sidestep step, but caught the beast in the chest. Luckily, her scout armor absorbed most of the blow, but she heard and felt the cracking of several ribs. As she tried to rise, the infected bear turned again and charged, only to be cut down by the rapid fire of an LMG. Lilith ran forward and climbed on top of the corpse, firing into the smoke,
too much going on
jumping down and disappearing into the chaos. Cindy felt a set of hands on her shoulder, pulling her backwards towards the bunker. It was Corporal Jones, nursing wounds of his own, trying to get her out of the line of fire. Stein leapt in front of them and his gravely wounded Scorch Megaslot nearly trampled the two wounded operatives.
Who's everybody else? Whoa.
Creature that keeled over to the ground.
You two okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now get behind some cover. The fight's not over yet.
The wind picked up again and the smoke began to clear, revealing the desperate
Nallygaster.
While the strikes had killed many of the creatures.
Is that a Scorch suit from all the way over there? Yeah, I can't go in that.
Survivors of the Scorched Horde. Valeria scrambled to the top of the bunker, where Team Kappa had set up their heavy weapons emplacement. Only two of the team were still alive, but they continued to direct their fire into the Scorched. The Queen and her Scorchbeast were advancing together.
You need to get some.
Fucking get some. Tearing troops apart and stomping on bots as they pushed forward. Valeria knew this was her last chance. They had to kill the Queen now, but she was on the ground and relatively vulnerable.
All teams, concentrate your fire on the Queen!
Stein, after making sure that Cindy and Jones were under cover, found himself together with Muller, Lilith,
yeah, concentrate your fire at the Queen.
Half of the Queens had roared and advanced upon them, crashing through the wire and barricade, bodily throwing both men and weapons aside or crushing them underfoot. The Queen sought to rid itself of these annoyances. Even as the monster broke through the final defenses in front of the bunker, weapons fire from both the left and right increased. Far from broken, the soldiers of the new enclave rose from cover, battling back against the remains of the horde. At the colonel's command,
Peter with the protest sign.
Back against the
you were like, what the fuck is that asshole doing? He's with the protest sign.
Bracketed by heavy fire, but they continued to lash out. First one, then two, then finally all three Scorchbeasts flanking the Queen were killed, collapsing in heaps on the ground. The Queen's wings were shredded and torn. A missile impacted on her rear leg, breaking the bone there and slowing her gait. The colonel directed more fire upon the huge creature. As the battle reached its crescendo, Lilith charged forward and slid between the Queen's legs, pointing her LMG directly into its belly,
other shit I got.
The trigger, ripping a ragged
Plus some Scorchbeast DNA.
Organs lay in the path of her bullets. The colonel fired into its face, while the survivors poured
nearby
fire
corpses
from head to tail. With one final scream, they fell forward, and they were crushing Lilith under her broken body.
Copper scraps, I'll take that.
Last second. With the sudden death of the one controlling element of the hive mind, the remaining creatures frenzied and began attacking everything in sight.
You can hear another one.
The survivors had no time to savor their victories.
Oh no, that's the podcast. There is another one though.
Leaderless and without direction. Valeria slapped a fresh magazine into her rifle and fired down on the remaining Scorched, while Muller and Stein used their power armor's battering rams to clear out the larger creatures. More wounded, more dead. As they cleared out the remaining infected from around V9, it was only then that Valeria could get a sense of the carnage around them. From the edge
I
of the
see
new
something flying over there. Is it a fucking Scorch asshole?
Craters left by the
oh no, it's a player.
Broken bodies lay twisted or blown to pieces. The dead Scorchbeasts, who once ruled the skies above Appalachia, were now nothing more than corpses littering the ground of the Cranberry Bog.
Yeah, it is.
Amongst them, however, also lay the dead of the new enclave. No team escaped unscathed. And as the colonel climbed down from a perch atop B9, she could see the survivors rushing from position to position to check to see who was still alive and to tend to the wounded. Lilith, covered in Scorchbeast guts and blood, was busy too, going from creature to creature, cutting off choice bits and either stuffing them in her pack, or worse, her mouth. As some semblance of calm returned to the area, the colonel directed the few remaining Assaultrons to patrol the old perimeter, just in case there were any surviving creatures left out there. The front of V9 had turned into a makeshift field hospital, in the very shadow of the dead Scorchbeast Queen, and behind the bunker, the dead had been laid out and covered under surplus tarps. Stein and Muller directed the recovery efforts, while the colonel walked amongst the wounded,
thanks a lot.
Words of
I like how that.
She found Corporal
that dude was
Cindy
definitely like, what is this asshole doing with the fucking
Are you
protest sign?
Corporal? Cindy turned and grimaced before giving a pained salute.
Well,
I'm okay, ma'am.
I'm just milking the fucking thing. That's what I'm doing. There's 20 of you guys there. What am I gonna do?
I guess I should have stepped right instead of left.
We're gonna waste ammunition while you're killing the Scorchbeast anyway.
Valeria reached out and put her hand on Cindy's shoulder.
You did well.
Thank you.
Unscrupulous behavior.
Nodding, Valeria turned and walked back to the bunker to receive the latest reports from her remaining team leaders and report back to MODUS. After an hour, Stein walked into the bunker to find the colonel sitting in a chair, hands on her head as she looked over the list of casualties.
Colonel sitting in the
Nothing
chair.
Except a battle lost can be half so terrible as a battle won.
The colonel was sitting in a chair.
An old saying, Stein. A very old saying. Something my father told
Fucking
me
yawning
back
all
then.
the time.
I really didn't understand it then. I think I do now. How bad is it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What back?
Half?
We have a lot of wounded too. And the medics, well, you know how it goes. They're doing what they do.
Haha. You're definitely no zombies. Zombies don't run that fast.
You have to remember.
Somebody already got all the
You did it.
copper
Queen is dead.
statues.
They were my people, Captain.
Let's go kill
Valeria.
our favorite
We
people.
all knew the
To
score.
kill.
And like you said, like we all said, it was them
Which
or
are
us.
I know.
But
it's still my
are
responsibility.
What are your orders, Colonel?
Organize a burial
These guys.
detail. Collect their pit boys. We'll need them back at the White Spring.
in
I'll be back at
memory
Big
of
Ben
the
by
hot,
nightfall.
thick
Tomorrow,
Raider
we'll
chick.
send a
At least
team
I
to
got
check on
a
Omega.
picture of her.
Stein was just about to say something, but then decided against it. He saluted and left the bunker to pass the word, while the colonel
These
reviewed the list
guys.
of the dead. In the mid-afternoon sun, Valeria, Stein, Smuller, and Lilith stood side by side behind
Pretty
B9
tough.
as the final bodies were laid to
I
rest.
don't feel bad massacring
Corporals
them
Thomas and
because
Jones had scavenged enough metal and
they're all a
dirt
bunch
from
of
the area
complete
to erect
bag
three
of
crosses,
douchebags.
one for each of the makeshift graves.
Muller, raise the flag.
Yes, ma'am.
Sergeant
Why do
Muller
you-
reached down to grab the flagpole the colonel had
Why do
brought
they
from the
spawn me a
White
mile
Spring.
away from where I'm
She
trying
had
to go?
originally intended it to be flown in honor of their great victory, but now it was to commemorate their dead and to honor their sacrifice.
Come on, one of you jerks gonna fire
As
on me.
Muller raised the flag, it unfurled in the early afternoon breeze. Valeria's design was revealed, representing both a break and an homage to the past. The flag still had the white enclave E in the middle, but it sat on a large midnight blue star, surrounded by the stars of the American Commonwealth, also representing the new enclave teams who fought here, resting on an image of the vault. To Valeria, the symbol of her new enclave spoke to both their history and their future. While they all may have come from Vault 76,
Maybe I'll
today
go
their
from the
identity
top
had been forged in the fire of
down
V9
to the inside. I'll
and
do
the
a sneak
Battle of
attack.
Log. The assembled group saluted
Usually
the
I go
flags
for the
that
front
fluttered
door.
above them before heading back around the bunker.
And usually,
Corporal
unless they're
Thomas
already
was
been
waiting for
waxed,
them with the assembled company.
somebody already
Much
came here
reduced
and fucked
teams
them up.
stood at parade rest. Despite their wounds, each and every soldier snapped to attention and turned their eyes to their colonel and saluted. Valeria blinked away a tear,
Snipe them.
then returned the collective
Let's snipe
salute
them with the
one of her own.
45.
Ma'am,
Meg.
the Brahmin have been loaded and the men are ready to move out.
Thank you, Thomas.
Oh,
Valeria
dude, they're
then
all up
turned
here.
and
Shit.
addressed Task Force Jaeger as a whole.
Today, humanity won, but not without cost.
I love
My
it.
father once told me, there is no greater love than to lay
Swarm of
down
these-
one's
Oh,
life
you
for
want to
their
come over here with
friends.
that? With
Our
whatever.
fallen
What is
were
that
our
weapon?
brothers, our sisters, our family.
You're not even
They will
smart
be
enough to know.
remembered.
Get over here.
Appalachia will remember their sacrifice. We
What are you gonna
will
do?
rebuild. We will face the new challenges.
Now I
that
kind of
await
wish I
us.
did have a nuke.
I am proud.
I'm gonna
of
melt
you
their ass.
all.
Watch. Oh, you're gonna
Now,
throw. See, they always with the
let's go.
Molotov cocktails. That's
There was a
what fucking
subdued
shit this
cheer
is,
as the
yeah.
colonel gave them all the final salute. With Valeria and Stein at the head of the column, Task Force Jaeger marched away from the battlefield of V9, leaving their flag
Like
flying
Molotov?
high,
How's
rippling
that?
in the
Yeah,
breeze.
melted your ass, didn't I, bitch?
From out of the field of dead creatures, Lilith came bounding up to Valeria, carrying an enormous talon over her
Fucking
shoulder.
assholes.
Will, what the heck is that?
Come on up here. Oh, then we melt you too right now. Melted. Dude. With the fucking Molotovs. Yep, melted. You too,
The rear
melted.
of the column,
Melt.
Muller took one last look back as the wind finally blew away the last of the radioactive
Come on.
clouds from above what had been
Where's your
Fisher-Side
Molotov?
Drive. The burned,
Jerk.
charred landscape was far too familiar to him after nearly 35 years. He just shook his head and got back into formation.
Yep, done. Who else?
Or never.
Melted. Oh, you keep throwing the Molotovs, though. How does cultist taste? Let's taste it. Oh, tastes like something not good. I want to go in there. I'm going to melt all you. I know I'm not done melting.
An acrid wind swept across the remains of battle.
Bash you on the head.
What had been drop site B9 as the sun began to set over the Appalachian hills. Irradiated vegetation glowed in the dying light, surrounded by the corpses of innumerable scorched creatures and the hulking mass that had once been the Scorch Beast Queen. The solitary flag, left over the burial mounds of the dead, still fluttered in the wind of the early evening. The only other
you want? There you go. Thank you.
Power,
yeah, that was pretty easy. And you.
And shell casings and depleted fusion cores littering the ground.
So I'm not actually setting them on fire, though. That's one of their idiot comrades throwing the fucking Molotov cocktail.
The caverns below having
jack off right here.
Detonation, and orbital strikes launched by the Kovac to cover the retreat of the new enclave. The silence of the battlefield was broken by the sounds of movement. A small group of figures, cloud and shadow.
Yeah, well, blah, 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 nothing.
The leader, his face concealed behind a black mask, surveyed the area using built-in magnification gear. He motioned for the others to fan out to cover the perimeter while walked towards the corpse of the Scorch Beast Queen. Placing his hand against the broken body, he pulled out a large syringe from his pack and stabbed it through the tough hide, filling 5 large glass vials with blood and fluids. Placing the vials and syringe back in his pack, the leader opened up his Mark IV Pip-Boy and keyed the radio circuit.
This is Grade 5. Mission accomplished. Samples obtained. Excellent work, Captain. Any other signs of activity? None. The others all headed west. Expect they will make the Big Bend tunnel sometime tonight. Gray 7 is monitoring their progress.
I hear somebody still.
This makes phase 2 that much easier. By the looks of it, those Vault kids did some fine work.
They are demented. What are you talking about, you delusional freak?
Give it time, Captain.
I think I'm gonna let you live.
Do one more sweep, and then cover your tracks. We'll expect you back at base tomorrow. The eggheads are anxious to get those samples.
Someone's been here. Cause look at. I didn't kill that one.
The figures swept across V9, collecting samples from the dead scorched bodies. After a few more minutes, they disappeared back into the tall grass, like they'd never existed.
I could swear that I heard another
the sensors of the Kovac noted the activity and recorded the data into a secure repository marked Bastion.
What is that?
The Scorch Beast Queen lies dead.
Arcane.
For today, Appalachia has been saved.
That's
the secrets buried in the hills begin to surface.
So, so the cultists are supposed to worship the... I don't know, what is that? What are they worshiping? I thought it was the fucking...
Hi, I'm Fire Rider, and I'm the host of The Pixel People, a podcast
the
dedicated
Mothman.
to taking a close look
I thought they
at
worshipped
favorite
Mothman.
characters of our favorite video
What's the
games.
difference here?
From major characters who define
That's
the
not a
course of the
Mothman.
game's storyline to smaller characters
It's like the
who you
nature
might
god.
have never noticed. Every week, we go beyond the quest line to examine a particular
root.
character's story arc and choices, and discover the real-world parallels and life lessons.
It's an incarnation of the root god.
I hope you'll join us.
Whatever that is.
You can find the Pixel People on Anchor, Spotify, Apple
Usually you
Podcasts,
come here, there's
and everywhere else you listen to podcasts.
moth eggs things. Yeah, and whenever you fight them, look, and then what's this one? That looks kind of like
Thank you again, members, for joining us here on the MODUS Files. Over a year ago, we started our journey, and as we end our first season, we couldn't have done it without the support of our amazing cast, this wonderful community, our subscribers, and all of our supporters. If you've enjoyed this content, please subscribe, and better yet, please leave a review to help others find our little enclave. You can also follow us on Twitter, @MODUSFiles, for more information about the podcast, Fallout 76 content, and random musings on the Enclave. I'd also like to thank our cast, Pandora Beatrix as Lieutenant Colonel Valeria, XO1 King as Captain Stein, Scald as Major Lilith, Maria Cheshire as Corporal Cindy, Aaron Foster as Corporal Thomas and Marshall, Austin Rogers as Corporal Jones, Daniel Hawthorne as Lieutenant Shadow, Wasteland Man as Charmer, cool mentions as Mac, Dr. Mark Hosworth as Captain Thompson and Unknown Operative, Fenwa Tarian as the Unknown Leader, Pink Steel as the Unknown Commander, and Brad Williams as the voice of MODUS and Sergeant Muller. We'd also like to thank Mary Marie B. for all of her hard work and dedication this season, including the building and maintaining of our website, contributing amazing artwork, and as our original Colonel Valeria. She is a very important member of the MODUS Files family, and we look forward to her continued work in the future. And a shout out to the Apocalyptic Aristocracy Discord, home to a great group of fellow creators, the Robots Radio podcast community and the rest of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, and Jeremiah Johnson, our favorite character artist who provided the wonderful character artwork you can find on our website. Stay tuned for Season 2 of the MODUS Files, coming in early 2022. Lastly, thank you again to all of our subscribers and supporters. God bless the Enclave, God bless America, and happy holidays to all.
Members, we look forward to your next visit to our little enclave.
Welcome, visionaries, to Black Reef Island. Shrouded in mystery, it is home to experiments that threaten to destroy the very fabric of time and reality, and we're all stuck in a time loop, living the same day over and over again. Two assassins wage an endless conflict, one to kill his 8 targets before the day starts over, and the other to make sure that he doesn't succeed. However, even the most hardened warriors need a day off. So what happens when our adversaries lay down their guns and talk? Let's find out in this very special Deathloop episode, Tuesday.
Where the now? Can't hear my guy playing the piano. What do I?
God damn it! Juliana got the drop on me again. Shit! Winged me too. 6 names off the list today. Doesn't look good at clearing the other 2. Not while I'm bleeding like a stuck pig.
Hey, baby. That looks painful. You want me to kiss it and make it better?
Fuck off, Jules. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
That's not what you said yesterday. Well, would have said if I hadn't taken the top of your head off, baby.
Colt grimaced, and damn if she wasn't right. The woman was an outright terror. She'd shot him, stabbed him, blown him up, thrown him off buildings, and even ran him over more times than he could count. Day in and day out, studied, tried different routes, tactics, whatever he could come up with. And he was still caught in this damn loop. And every time he failed, every time he died, every time Juliana killed him, he woke up on that damn beach again to start the whole process over. She got him good this time. He could already feel the effects of the blood loss. But Colt wasn't a quitter. He was going down. It wasn't going to be without a fight.
Hit this, Jules!
Colt leapt out from behind the column he'd been hiding behind, reaching for his trinket, peppering the walkway above with automatic weapons fire. She ducked out of the way, rolling to her right and raising her rifle again.
See you tomorrow, baby.
Actually.
Same bat station, same bat channel, same beach, same Black Reef Island. No matter how many times I wake up, it's always the same. Lost track a while ago as to how many times I've done this. Stuck in this time loop until I scratch those 8 names off my list. At least I don't need to worry about clean clothes. I was a big fan of doing laundry anyway. Getting blood out of Corinthian leather, it's the worst, I tell you. No one's laundry is that good. Godforsaken time zone this cursed island is in.
Colt picked himself up off the sandy beach. All of Black Reef Island is spread out before him. Beach extends to the left and right, while a worn path ahead weaves in and out of the rocks up to the main buildings. All of his targets are somewhere on the island, and everyone is hostile. Rules are rules. He's got until the end of the day to find them all and kill them. If even one is left alive, the time loop resets, and he's back on this damn beach in the morning.
Except today is Tuesday.
Colt turned to the right, away from the path, and walks down the beach, Breeze picks up and the seagulls glide overhead, their calls echoing with the sound of waves crashing against the rocks. You can hear music coming from the other side of a small dune, and he begins to ascend to the top. He didn't bother to unholster his pistol. He smiled as he crested the dune overlooking a secluded cove. Below was a small table, 2 chairs, and an umbrella.
Well, howdy, stranger.
Colt saw Jules sitting in one of the chairs, wearing a sundress and a wide-brimmed hat, sipping on a pina colada. There was a martini in front of the opposite chair, with 2 olives, just like he liked it, and a small wooden picnic basket next to her.
I'm done for today.
So, brunch today?
Colt walked up, slipping off his coat and putting it over the back of the folding beach chair. Jules just took another sip of her drink and smiled.
Thought we'd do a little something different this Tuesday. Food and drinks. Maybe take a little hike down the beach.
Colt sat down and took the martini in hand. Jules had learned exactly how he liked his drinks, and he had to admit,
Thanks for anybody that stopped by. Appreciate it.
as she was a shot.
I'm off. Check you
Sounds
out
great, Jules.
later.